That's what you got to do.
After the big meeting with Scott Greenstein yesterday.
Oh, the big meeting. Yes, yes. That was fun, wasn't it?
I drove, I live in Manhattan, so, I mean, my commute's 10 minutes, but when I drive about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, it gives you a lot of time to think. These are my thoughts.
Oh.
This business has passed us by.
Oh, shit.
That's my thought today.
In what way?
It's just a world that we don't belong in anymore.
Wow.
And it's unfortunate. And it's not because we're getting old or any of that shit. It's that this business has become so fucking wimpy.
Yeah.
So fucking wimpy.
I got to agree with you.
There's no edge left. I mean, we're holding on to the little edge we got, but our knives...
That's because we're on satellite, too.
Our knives are a bit dull right now. They used to be really fucking sharp. And I was thinking that they're making all the same mistakes as regular radio. Like, satellite radio had such a huge lead on everything.
That is true,
and they're doing the exact same stuff that made us sick of regular radio.
Yeah.
They don't understand what we do. The boss doesn't even know which guy's in trouble, what his name is.
I was like, wow.
I sat in that meeting yesterday. I'm like, why are we even wasting time in this fucking office? And then Bladder's calling me all night last night. I didn't even answer the phone because I'm like, I know you have nothing.
He gave me he left a message on my phone.
But I know he has nothing really of importance to say to me.
Yeah.
Basically went down the hall after the show yesterday to fight for our pal Troy Quan. We're all really good friends with Troy Quan. Yeah. We hang out with him socially. We think he has been great for the radio show. He does great production. He's never said no to us. He comes in here and gives us really good radio. We like that he goes over the top.
Of course, that's his whole thing.
We've encouraged him to go over the top because it gets people talking. So, between us encouraging him and him having that type of personality to begin with, we loved it.
Yes.
Absolutely loved it. Also knowing that he didn't mean pretty much anything he has said on this fucking show. So he's still not fired, but he's not back from suspension. There's some weird tug of war going on with people upstairs that we've never met. Never met.
You never get an answer as to who is responsible for doing anything.
Right.
Like, okay, why don't we sit face to face with the person that wants to fire him? There is no person.
They couldn't give us a name.
No.
They couldn't give us a name.
There's no entity. It's this vague consortium of beings that run things.
Well, some of the highlights of the meeting, I think it's worth talking about because I'll say it again. People out there, they deal with this shit at their jobs.
Right.
So we got a major problem with Troy Quan, right? We don't think there's any problem whatsoever. And they think it's a major problem for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so we sit down, me, Jimmy, and Ant, and the first thing Scott Greenstein says is, all right, let's get into the how did he say it? How did he say his name wrong?
He said, he goes,
Sam Roberts.
we gotta take care of this Tony situation. And I was like,
he doesn't even know the guy's name.
It's not the guy's name.
And I don't think he really does know the guy's name. I don't think that was a brain fart.
It was so indicative of the whole thing.
So we looked down like, his name's Troy.
Yeah.
Not Tony. And then we're arguing the case like, I mean, there were threats. Troy made threats against Mark Zito.
Yeah.
But he didn't mean any of the fucking threats. And it was very obvious to everybody.
Yeah.
But they're taking it very seriously upstairs. So
we're so sorry, Cassie. Remember the movie Carrie, where the principal was apologizing for the girls throwing the tampons at her and kept getting her name wrong? We're so sorry, Cassie.
Right.
My name's Carrie.
Right. So we decided to bring out some case law.
We were quoting case law.
We certainly were. We quoted the Bubba situation with me.
Yes.
We quoted the Artie Lang situation.
Uh-huh.
The situation with me was Bubba said he wanted to beat the shit out of me. And what was concerning was he also told the listeners to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, if they see you, just beat the shit out of you.
And that's very similar to the Troy Quan Marzito thing because it's one employee threatening another employee. It's pretty much the exact situation.
Yeah,
except
yeah.
in the Bubba situation, he decided to go one step higher and have the listeners also try to beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And Scott goes, this has to be said. It has to be said today. I want it on the record. I want it out there. He goes, that's just two on-air guys fighting.
Like, yeah, what do you think?
But that's what happened with Troy and Marzito.
Exactly what happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And in the end, I was a little concerned because he got the listeners involved, but I didn't make a big fucking deal about it because if you're going to dish it out, you got to take it.
Yeah.
And I know how this shit works. And I knew in the end, no one was going to beat the fuck out of me. I know Bubba the Love Sponge wasn't going to fucking come up here,
Right.
and beat me up.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the Troy thing. Everyone, when we left the studio that day, we knew he didn't mean any of that shit, and everything would be fine.
There was no more danger in this place after that argument than there was before. Like, nothing was going to happen.
Nothing.
Let's be real here.
So then Jimmy brings up the Artie Lang situation. I don't know the exact facts of the Artie Lang situation, but he had a problem with somebody on the Stern Show who works for the company.
Lunged. I don't even know if the guy works for the company or works for Artie, but Artie kind of lunged at him. Or he threw
Kenny
something
knows.
at him.
Oh, Kenny.
It was Teddy, Artie's assistant at the
Right.
time.
Okay. What exactly happened? He did lunge for him, or
Does he work for Sirius? Did he
Yes.
work for?
Oh,
so
okay.
he worked for
So-
Sirius,
And he still does, as far as I know.
and he still does.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Artie,
Yeah, he went for him. But Artie might have been high at the moment. This is back 2009.
Yeah, and they got into an argument, and Artie said, "I'll kick your ass," and lunged at him, and guys had to intercede and hold him back.
And the point, if honestly, because obviously Artie's gone, he doesn't work anymore. So I'm like, well, how is that different? And Scott said, well, he's like, that's different. And he got a little, and it's like, I'm not going to yell at him. So I'm like, well, with all due respect, how is that
Right.
different? Like, logically, how is that different
Right.
than this situation, other than this one is milder?
he said the Troy thing is worse, and we're like, how is it worse than a guy
How's it
actually
worse?
lunging after a fellow employee? I'm
Yeah.
like, how is it worse? And once again, everyone understood in that environment, the Howard Stern environment, the Opie and Anthony environment, some shit is going to go down. But in the end, nothing really bad ever happens, and everyone moves
No.
on. I'm sure by the next day, everything was cool with Artie and that guy.
I think in that moment, Howard even jumped in and said, look, no, like he actually took it back to like, no, you can't touch somebody. Like he made a thing out of like, you can't touch another person in you know what I mean? He did something about like, he actually thought that was almost too far because you physically went for him. It wasn't even just yelling. It was a physical thing.
But Scott said what Troy did was worse than that. So
I don't.
I'm trying to remember some of the other highlights.
Yeah. Low lights.
And then there was just like, we absolutely won the debate in that office yesterday, us three, against Scott, to the point Scott just started yelling. He went with that tact. When you actually don't have anything of substance. We've all seen it in our lives. You just start yelling.
Just yell.
You just start yelling.
Yell your way out of the situation.
And then I don't know how it was left, with some BS that, he's going to go upstairs again. And
More vagary.
See
It was
what he
left
could
with
do.
More vagary.
And we're like, all right, who are these people? Who are they? Because I don't think we're being told the complete truth either here.
No.
And I'll just keep it at that. I don't think we're being told the complete truth.
Yeah.
I think you called me yesterday, and
Well, I had a lot of time on the road, Jimmy.
Right.
Sorry about that.
I think you're right. I think you're.
Yeah.
I think it's in what we talked about. I think it's a 70-30 split in favor of what you were saying.
Right.
I think the other 30 is a part of it, but I think 70% of it's what you're
Right.
saying.
And if that's the case, I'm here to say that, Troy didn't mean anything. He didn't mean anything that day.
No.
He was just trying to make good fucking radio.
Just on the air. Fucking around.
So we'll see what happens today. But that was everyone was asking for an update on Twitter and
Yeah.
stuff. So there's your update.
Yeah.
A meeting that I don't know. I left there like just thinking this business has passed us by, and we'll hang on as long as we can. But I don't know.
It's a totally different animal now than it used to be,
There used to be a whole bunch of shows like ours.
Yeah, remember?
It's down to us and Howard pretty much.
Remember? There was
That's
a
it.
whole bunch of shock jock shows. It was
And then you got a company that oversees everything, and they think what happens on like the 60s on 6 channel is the same shit that should be happening happening on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah. There's no difference between us and the fucking 60s on 6. If somebody was to say something on 60s on 6, that would fire them. It should be the same for everybody. Meanwhile, the context of this show, of things on this show would be completely different.
And if we were as boring as the guys on 60s on 6,
hey, I think
we should be.
I think Dennis Falcone is involved in 60s on 6.
But it's not the same shit.
Mr. Excitement.
Music jocks in general are really boring. They're lucky to have gigs.
Oh.
You know, if we came in here and was as boring as those guys, then we should be fired.
Well, we give you a little information about the music. Well, yeah.
Was that it for the highlights? I think that was about it.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I just walked out. I can't shake his hand after those meetings. I know it annoys him, but I can't fucking do it. I just leave. I just quickly leave.
Such a weird thing. I hate dealing with them.
Yeah.
Like coming in here, hanging out, having a little fun.
Yeah, because we don't see eye to eye. We never will.
No.
It's one thing that has made us successful over the years because they just don't understand what we do.
No, they don't.
They like it when it pays off, but they don't understand what goes behind this.
Yeah.
They just don't get it.
So
I can't look those guys in the eyes and make believe that, we're all on the same page. We're not. We'll never be.
So we're just sitting waiting. And yesterday by the parking garage, I was like, we're sitting here going, oh, will he be fired? Won't he? This, that. And I'm like, this is the exact situation we talk about with fired, so fired, oh my God, so fired.
Yeah. Right.
It happened. It builds a little momentum. They get suspended. They look into it. Things go back and forth, and then fired, so fired.
Right.
I go, what is making us think? We've talked about this 1,000 times. Why do we think this is any different?
Right.
So I'm like, I think fired, so fired.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
It's terrible.
Yeah, when I hear, we're making a little progress here and there.
That's like...
I don't believe any of that.
That just harkens me back to the days of let's just, go in there, you guys tell them what you know. We'll get you back on the air.
Right.
I'm like, no, you're not getting us back on the air. We're fired, so fired.
So I'm going to remain a bit optimistic. I feel a bit. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, Jimmy,
I'm just not sure.
That's
you're
adorable.
a
hopeful boy.
I am.
That's adorable.
I know.
Weren't you voted something years ago in school?
Yes.
What was it?
Boy most likely to suck a few dicks. Is that not the contest you were talking about, or the award?
No, that wasn't it.
Oh, the
It was
award, the
something
fucking...
more about being hopeful, but okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, boy most likely to keep his chin up.
Keep his chin up. To keep a stiff upper lip.